beautiful soul family of Mystic Crab. This is Sudipta, the Mystic Crab. I want to wish you all a very, very happy new year. I hope this year 2022 brings you all the love and cheer and some more excitement like you have always wanted. Alright, so this is astrologically the year where everything starts getting into alignment. So the last 2-3 years were more of like creating the foundation before you start building something stable. So this is the year where everything starts stabilizing and starts building up on those foundations which were dug and created. So this is going to be a reading, a general reading for the entire 2022, how this year is going to pan out. Let's see what comes up. I'm pretty excited. It's a brand new year, a brand new canvas. Let's see, what the energies play out to be. Okay. So I'm feeling very pretty today. I hope that's how you guys feel too as you enter into this year. It is supposed to be your year. All the light workers, and especially for the light workers, this is your year where you are grounding those heavenly angelic energies down onto the planet. So this is our year, guys. Okay, so let's get into the readings and see what it pans out to be. Okay, what I also wanted to tell you guys is that I am really grateful for all the people who have been following my channel. It's a small family, guys. I would request you to share it with your friends and family so that we can increase and grow the crab tribe. It'll be really nice if more people join in, because this is a high vibrational place. I channel the energies for you guys and see what is going to come up, or how you can harness this energy, whatever the cosmic energies are around you, so you can accordingly allow them to play out in your own life. So without any further delay, let's get into the reading. All right, so Spirit, get us some clarity about the first half of 2022. So what's the energy going to be like for first half of 2022? So give me 2 cards, please. Let's see what we're gonna get for 2022. Oh, so the first 2 cards that I get is a number 44 and a number 3. So we have this woman holding a heart, and there is this blossoming abundance. So what I pick up from here is, it's like the divine feminine energy is going to blossom during this first half. So when I say the first half, it's mostly the first 6 months of 2022. So what I see is happening, so whatever you have been working through in the past 2 years, so slowly you will start seeing the fruits of all that hard work coming into your reality, which is going to bring you a lot of happiness. A lot of harmony comes along with it into your physical existence. So also this number 3 is a number of Trinity. So your connection with source energy, the oneness energy, the energy which connects you to the God power, God consciousness, that's going to also increase. So this is a beautiful, beautiful energy where we all are waking up and recognizing and realizing that we are ultimately connected to the same source. Even though on the physical outer surface we are living and experiencing reality in a different way, but in the end we are taking that information. We are like the first touch points of those information collectors. Like we have the nerves on our body, so they are like the information collectors for the feelings and senses and everything, and it transmits it to the brain. So we are transmitting it to the God consciousness, so we are a part of it. We are those little neurons which they are like the God consciousness, or the higher powers have manifested in little vessels, which is us, and we are experiencing this human life. So that's why this year we're going to awaken to that, and awakening is not always a very you know what do I say, like walking on a bed of roses, or like, you know, it's not that kind of an experience. It can really be very gruesome experience, because a lot of truth comes out, a lot of truth which actually are lies we have believed um in like, you know, our existence for so many years. Truth about our own self, our own belief systems, our own family, our family members, our friends, about society, the way life has been designed, uh, politics, the entire system which has been set up to kind of oppress us based on fear. So, you know, when we are going out through that, that entire process, when, you know, those realizations start hitting you, your perception starts shifting, it's a very gruesome experience sometimes, you know. It can be emotionally charging. You might feel that you're going crazy, but trust me, that's basically your soul activating, because most of us have not like, you know, been in touch with our soul for a very, very long time. We are more of connected to the physical consciousness, which is why there is so much of you know, vanity outside, on the outside, versus, you know, that fulfillment on the inside. Most of the people are trying to, you know, buy more stuff, acquire more stuff, and, you know, get their happiness through physical, tangible things that they're acquiring. Okay, but this year I feel, you know, you're going to start seeing and waking up to that reality where all this does not matter. It does not matter. It's the quality of um, your being. It's your essence which is going to, you know, matter. Because once you leave this physical vessel, which we call being dead, that's when that essence is going to remain, because that physical version of you is gone. So it's your body goes away, but the essence of who you are, what you have given, that never goes away. So um this is a great time, or this year is going to be that time where, you know, you're going to start seeing the truth. And as you see the truth, you will start becoming more of yourself. And as you have become more of yourself, and I feel it's not like something which just happens all of a sudden. This has been happening. Those triggers are already there. It's already happened. So the foundation crashing, that's already happened. So what's going to happen this year is understanding why it was all happening. And now that you know why it was happening, boom, you are this fresh new person with this fresh new perspective for life. And that's when the things start shifting, because now you also adjust your life according to your thought process, right? So first the changes happen on the energetic level, which has been happening in the last 2-3 years. Okay, and then slowly it starts coming down to the physical reality. So it's happening in, say, your, like, you know, your auric field, your energetic field. Then it starts happening in your thoughts and your awareness. Then it starts slowly happening in your words, and then in your actions. Then as it becomes a part of you, it becomes a habit, it becomes a practice, and then you start seeing things aligning for you. So this is that year where things have already been done, the work has already been done, and now things start manifesting. So that's what is bringing this happiness. Look at the size of this heart this person is holding. Okay, and this is the feminine energy. This is that divine feminine energy, which is full of love, full of that huge cup of love for self as well as for others. Because most of us have been taught to serve from empty cups, where, you know, we don't have enough love for ourselves or self-worth, and we are going and helping out others and giving to others selflessly. But that's not how life is meant to be anymore. You first fill your own cup and then you share it with others. I don't pour from empty cups. Okay, so that's the realization that, you know, we are coming through this year. And look at this beautiful you know, purple color here. That's like, that represents the crown chakra, and also the color of amethyst. So, you know, so okay, I'm getting like 2 messages here. One is a lot of crown chakra like opening and awakening and clearing happening for the collective. So, you know, most of you might have already been going through these kind of sensations, like, you know, tingling and pain and pressure on your crown area. If not, there's going to be different forms of how you feel that sensation as your crown chakra is opening, because when your crown chakra is open, you are ready to accept information from the higher consciousness. Okay, so that's what is happening. The other message that I'm getting is like, to work with crystals like amethyst. So it helps with that awakening. And also there's something to do with the color violet. Also call upon the violet flame for protection, because during these times your energy system is also vulnerable to psychic attacks, because things are shifting. And as your reality shifts, what happens is you start questioning everything, and there are darker, denser energies which see you in that vulnerable state, and they're going to try to attack you. Okay, that's just a psychic attack. Okay, so call upon that violet flame to help protect you from these psychic attacks during this time. Okay, so that was the second message I was getting through. So amethyst is going to be a great protector during this time. So you can wear like amethyst bracelet, you can wear a pendant, you can keep those tumblestones close to you. All right, what else? Okay, also there is this huge butterfly perched on her head, and that is basically transformation. So this is the year where you are the butterfly. So you were going through the pupa phase. You had entered in as a caterpillar, had no idea where were you in that dark, gloomy space, and probably wondering, or were wondering that, is this it? Am I ever gonna get out of it? Oh yes, you're getting out now, and you are now this beautiful, beautiful butterfly who is ready to take on from here and just like fly around, flutter around, go travel, do whatever you want to do, live your life like a queen or a king. All right, so that's the energy that I'm picking up for the first 6 months. Let's see what's the energy gonna be for the next 2 months. I also see a lot of yellow, so even like I think towards the summer months, you're going to start seeing a lot of abundance flowing your way. So all the the first half, what happens is, so say you had tried to apply for jobs, or you were preparing for something in the last year or so, you were setting up your business or something. So the first 2 months probably you'll start seeing more people coming in, they're getting interested, you're getting like partnerships, or you're getting more opportunities. And then the next few months you'll start seeing the money also coming in along with it. So that kind of thing. So that's the energy, how it's going to pan out in the first 6 months. Let me pick up the card which flew out. All right, so so this is one card for the second half, and I want one more, please, Spirit. Okay, so we have the 38 and 39, 4th chakra Archangel Raphael and 5th chakra Archangel Gabriel. So these are the two cards which are coming up for the next half of 2022. So 4th chakra, that's your heart chakra basically. So Archangel Raphael, it's the angel who helps us with healing work. Okay, so healing your heart, healing your your physical being as well. So if there has been any unhealthy energies that you may have picked up, also anything which is blocking you, that is going to be removed, and you will get those opportunities to open up your heart fully to what you want, committed to yourself, committed to what you love doing, what you want for yourself, that kind of energy. So your heart is like flung open. So that's the kind of energy that you're going to graduate into in the second half. And the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, that's your throat chakra, basically your communication, your expression, expressing and being truly who you are, 100% authentic, genuine you, not trying to pretend to be something or someone that people have asked you to be or they want you to be. It's you becoming who you are, and you're not scared at all. You like, look at this huge trumpet that Archangel Gabriel is carrying. So it's like you are holding and telling the entire world, hey, this is who I am. Okay, that's the kind of energy. All right, so that's what you're gonna get into, because see, the first half is bringing you that satisfaction, because now you are actually getting what you wanted for a very long time, all your heart's desires getting fulfilled, you start seeing the abundance flow in. It gives you a different level of confidence. And this is not the confidence which strikes your ego. This is a confidence which helps you grow so much that you are ready to share that growth with others, because your heart's open now, because you're full, your cup is full. So now you're ready to share with others. And to share with others, if you need to market yourself, that's the energy where you are standing there in your power and saying that, hey, this is what I'm great at doing, this is what I do, let me help you. And there are people who would want to come and get to learn those new tools and techniques, or whatever you're doing. If you're selling some product, it's probably that product that is going to help them. So that's the kind of energy you're going to be shifting into the second half. So I'm also getting this teacher or leader energy. So once you have started seeing your own results from all the work that you've been doing in the past 2 years, and the results are coming in the first half, second half is like where you become the leader. You're the market leader. If you are like, say, an influencer, your channel grows, lots of people are following you, they're learning from you, and even they are happy and getting fulfilled and living their abundant life. So, stuff like that. So as you become more authentic, you inspire others to be more authentic. So that's the energy you're shifting into, and that's a very sacred work. It takes a lot of guts, because a lot of us are told that we are not good enough, we shouldn't be there out there, it's not going to help us, it's not going to pay our bills and stuff like that. But trust me, things are shifting. Lots of things are shifting, right? We have seen that in the past 2 years, how COVID changed our lives, how technology in itself has changed our way of being, right? So a lot of things are going to shift this year. You're going to see it, you're going to witness it, it's going to be tangible. Trust me, it is going to be tangible this year. All right, so that's what I'm picking up. And look at the bottom, we have the number 11, cornucopia. This is the harvest year, guys. This is the harvest year. All right, so all right, let's get a card for the first half from, what's the second again? It's the angels and the ancestors. All right, so let's see how your angels and ancestors are guiding you in the first half. So how are the angels and ancestors for the collective helping out in the first half of 2022? Lord, take charge with authority. Wow. So your angels are telling you, and your ancestors, they're like, hey, you have done a lot of hard work. We have done a lot of hard work to bring you into this physical existence, to this physical reality. So don't blow it off, okay? So you become the master now. It's time for you to master the skill. You have come here to break generational curses. You have come here to break those generational chains which have not helped the family to grow and be who we are supposed to be. Because understand this, most of us have grown up in cultures where slavery was an innate part. There were like we've seen poverty, they've witnessed wars. There were like so much of inhuman behavior which had surrounded our ancestors. And that's where most of the fear-based energies and fear-based thought systems came into play. And that's where the gender roles also changed, because men had to go and fend for food and just the basic necessities, while women were home, making sure the food is there, the children are taken care of. And also the children and women were very vulnerable to attacks and all kind of atrocities in the day, right? So that's why it was a very protective environment which was created back then. But think about it, how far we have come from then. But somehow those fear-based energies and the thoughts have been passed on from generation after generation, which is why most of us are still struggling, And as we recognize and realize that hey, it doesn't serve anymore, that's where you stop it. You're like, okay, fine, we are living in a safe environment now. We are free, we have free will, we have free understanding. We can do whatever we want to do within, of course, the law of the land. You have to follow the constitution of whichever land you're living in. As long as you're not harming anyone, hurting anyone, just be who you want to be. Do what you want to do. And trust me, I have this cousin sister, and she was telling me the other day that, hey, how do you like your job? I'm like, I love it. I really enjoy it. She's like, but generally people are not happy about jobs. It makes them sad, but they still have to do it. And I was like, oh man, yeah, that's the kind of upbringing most of us have had, right? Where we have seen our parents and our and the adults around us, constantly like going to jobs which they hate, but they still go, and that's why they come back home. Or and sometimes they're just like so temperamental, you don't know what's going on and why are they so sad, and then you think that, okay, is that how life is going to be when I grow up and become an adult? But the truth is, that's not what it's supposed to be. It was required at some point because that was a mean of survival, but now it's not required. We can follow our passion and actually earn more than enough to be able to support ourselves as well as to help others. So that's what I told her. I'm like, no, darling, that's not how it's meant to be. I know a lot of people don't get it, but trust me, follow your heart. You should feel happy doing what you're doing. If you love your job, trust me, the money, the fame, the recognition, it all comes. It's all a byproduct of it. So if you're good at it, if you enjoy doing it, it gives you some level of satisfaction, which probably even words can't describe. That's the job you need to do. And trust me, it is going to pay off. If not today, tomorrow it will. There will be one day where that's exactly what is going to pay you off. All right? So that's what is the energy, it's like, stepping into the energy of being the leader, the Lord. Okay, so it's like take charge with authority. So, all this abundance comes to your and look at this, okay? So this was a divine feminine energy that we were getting, and here is a divine masculine energy that we are getting. So it's like, harmony, the 2 to 2, it is actually bringing that harmony. The harmony of like the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy, which helps you become whole. And when you're whole, you're able to be you. So that's the thing. So what happens is the divine feminine energy is the energy which is always connected to divine, is free flowing, is intuitive. It's like the moon's energy, it's like the dark energy, yin. And then you have the yang, which is the sun's energy, the masculine energy, which is more of the action taker who is ready to get stuff done. All these ideas which the feminine is getting, the masculine aspect of it makes it possible. All right. So when these two work in unison, that's when you are able to bring heaven on earth. And this happens with connection with divine always, and that's the trinity that I was talking about in the beginning. So this is a perfect energy amalgamation for the first half of the year, where you're actually able to allow your yin and yang to come together to create that what you want to, living your life in a purposeful way. So that's what's going on, okay? That's what your ancestors are helping you accomplish and achieve during this first half. Okay, for some reason I also am seeing this little frown on this guy's face. So it's like, for some of us, okay, and not for all, this just for some of us, our ancestors are like, hey, what are you doing? Like, we did not sacrifice our lives or our well-being or the way of being so that you can just live a life in fear. We survived to help bring you into existence so that you can have a full life. And why are you not doing that? So for some of you, that's what I'm picking up, where your ancestors are like, hey, come on, I sacrificed my life so that you could live a full life, and you're not doing that. So that's the energy. So things might serendipitously happen during this time where you will be put on the right track because your ancestors and angels are guiding you throughout. So you'll probably see signs, okay, which kind of confirm this. I also see like the Capricorn season coming through, so I feel like right now we're in the Capricorn season, so a lot of shift is going to happen during this phase itself. So the first month itself, you're going to start seeing those changes happen, those adjustments happen. So that's what I'm picking up. Let's see what's coming in. Oh, all right, no, I'm not going to take those. That's a lot of cards. I just need one card for the second half, please. Autumn, release the old and rest. So the second half is, okay, and here at the bottom we have the snake shedding the old skin. Okay, we'll come to that. Let's take this second half's energy, which is the autumn energy. Release the old and rest. So the first half is where you have done all the work. Everything is starting to put a everything is put in perspective. Everything is already working out and it's moving forwards, and you are there in the second half of the year where you are becoming more authentic, accepting of who you are and communicating what you are and what you're about. Okay, as you're doing that during the second half of that, don't forget to rest as well, because what might happen is, just because all this expansion that has happened in the first half, in the second half it might make you feel like, okay, fine, I have to get this done, I have to get the marketing stuff done, I have to get the communications done, I have to get all this stuff done. And what happens is, just because you're in that moving energy, you may forget to rest. And that's what Spirit is saying, that hey, get some rest as well in the middle of all that you'll be doing, because that rest period is also important. Think about it, when building houses, when you apply that layer of the wet cement to build the, when you're building a wall with the bricks, you apply the layer of wet cement to bind them, and then you let it rest so that it can dry, so that it doesn't fall off. Right? So that's what Spirit is saying. Don't forget to rest as well. Don't forget to give it some time to sit as well. All right? So that's what I'm picking up for the second half. Also, the moon cycles during the second half is going to be of some prominence. So I feel from July, that new moon in Cancer, from then you will start seeing a lot of these energies where, you will start feeling tired every now and then. Listen to your body. That's exactly when you need that rest. Don't worry, it's not like you'll be falling sick or something. No. It's just respecting your body, okay? Sometimes we get flu, or we just get tired muscles. That happens when we have overworked, okay? And it's just a way our body is telling us that, hey, I need some rest. The body is constantly communicating with you. All right, so I feel during that season you will start that entire period, okay? Every time you feel that, especially near the new moons, I have a sense that it's going to kind of aggravate, and you'll feel it more. And that also means emotions will be higher, okay? So respect it all throughout the year. Respect it, but also during that phase, the second half, starting from July's new moon, ensure that you are able to kind of give yourself that rest which is required. Every time your body asks for it, just don't question it. Don't question what your body is asking. Respect it, and trust me, it is going to support you, because you need that support. You need that support to get everything else done and out there, right? So you have to respect that physical vessel that you are embodied in. All right, that's what I'm getting. Also, there's going to be a lot of spiritual companions coming your way. These could be like pets, it could be like spirit animals showing up, it could be your spiritual family, your tribe, basically, new people coming into your life, or people who you knew and may have disconnected from, they coming back as aligned energy for you. All right, so these are the people who are going to go in the next chapters of your life here forward. I'm seeing the crow, it's very prominent over here, and it's like, read the meaning of, the spiritual meaning of crow, what it stands and how it applies in your situation. Crows generally are spirit totem. They are here to help us. They pass their messengers from the other side. So maybe there are some ancestors of yours who are trying to communicate with you. So if you see a lot of crows during the next half or the second half, you can always try to go figure out what are those messages which the crow is trying to send you. You can meditate over it. You can ask your angels and guides to help get those messages through to you in a way you can understand. All right, so that's what I'm picking up. Okay, and we have that snake shedding the old skin. This year is not going to be anything like the last 2-3 years. Nothing like it. You're shedding it all. You're shedding all of that energy. So it's like, okay, I'm again going to take that construction example. I am not a constructor. I am not somebody who's into construction, but I don't know why this example just comes up most of the time to me. So when you are building that wall and you're placing the bricks with, the wet layer of cement, and now the wall is built, and you have applied cement on the outside and on both the sides, and now you let it dry. After that happens is you try to kind of what's the word, like with sandpaper, you kind of buff it so that you make it even. The feel of it, you make it even, because you want to apply plaster or whatever on top of it before you paint it, right? So it has to first be even at the base. So this is this year. This is what this year is. Everything is already constructed. Now that buffing and the plastering and the paint and everything is happening, where you're ready to move into the house. So it's just like, a couple of more things left to do. So it's most of it is already done. It's already done. So that's what the energy of this year is. So shedding the old skin, so buffing and removing all that crap which is not required anymore, taking it off. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. All right, let's get a card from the universe. What is the message from the universe for the year 2022? One card. What's the theme for 2022? It's going to be spirit for the collective. One card, please. Okay, I'm going to read this later. I probably want to pick up a fortune card for the first and the second half before. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, guys. It really helps, keeps like small creators like me motivated to, create more free content. Okay, yeah, and I'm doing a good job, I know that, so it'll really be nice if you subscribe and share with your friends and family, and leave high vibe comments on the channel, on the videos as well. Okay, one message for first half, please. Alright, so declutter. Declutter your life, let go of the correspondence, objects and people you no longer want. Someone will hurt your feelings and reveal a new side of themselves that you may wish to avoid. What did I say? Wasn't that the first thing that we picked up? That was the first thing we picked up, that this year is going to be the year of truth. You're going to be able to declutter your life, not just from objects, it's also from people. So the first half is going to be that, because that's what is going to help you allow your own energies, your own abundance to flow to you when you create space for it. And for creating space, you have to remove a lot of things which don't make sense anyways, because they're just like holding onto your space, right? Let's see what's the second half of 2022. Achievement. Enjoy the limelight. You earned it. Through although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries and sleepless nights. So that's probably that crow, which is like, that's the thing I was also picking up about, you listening to your body, and this applies to everyone. So I think this is a message you should also pass on to your family and friends, that hey, listen more to your body. It silently gives us quietly gives us messages of what it wants. So that's what. So second half is all about achievement and accomplishment. All this that you have worked through, this tangible growth that you see, it's time for it to grow more when you are stepping into that leader's space, right? So that's your achievement. You're finally there. But what happens is, when you're there, you might tend to overwork, and that is going to have a physical effect on your body. and that's why your health is of prime importance then. Okay, so remember to switch your gears and also take care of your own self, of your own physical being. All right, so wow, I love it when spirit confirms these messages. I just love it. Okay, and this is the theme card for 2022. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender to the outcome is the moment that universe can truly get to work. What we talking about, the declutter? This is like, surrendering and letting go of, all those thoughts and energies and people and events and blah, 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 blah that we're holding on to. When we let it go, we create that space where the magic can happen, where everything that we finally want can actually ground. We have to give that breathing and functioning space to the universe, right? So this is that year where you are clearing out all the clutter, you are seeing things for what they are, and accordingly taking your decisions, removing things, people who don't matter anymore, who are not good or healthy for you, moving forward. So as that happens, the universe sends you your own people, the people who are aligned with you, experiences which are aligned with you, which bring you more happiness and growth and fulfillment. So that's what this year is about. It is about harmony, it is about stability, it is about partnerships. So a lot of unions happening, a lot of twins coming together, a lot of marriages happening. That also means some of the marriages which have happened in the previous years, which were not aligned, may also fall off, because for something to be more stable and grounded, things which are unstable and ungrounded need to fall off, right? So if any of you have been through that or you're going through that, don't worry, this is the year when everything starts falling in place. And for falling in place, sometimes things have to fall out. So remember, this is the year where your stability and the harmony and partnerships all come into place. This is when you start growing. You become that person who you are supposed to be in this life's journey. All right, so it's like connecting with your own self, connecting with divine, connecting with that life purpose and taking steps towards it. And this is that year, guys. All right, I really wish you a very blessed 2022. May this year bring you all the prosperity, all the heavenly blessings, your own personal abundance, with great health to you and your family. I really want to see you all prosper this year, guys, including myself. Alright, so I'm going to see you in the next video. Until then, I'm sending you a lot of love, light, and peace. Stay blessed. Bye. Namaste.